My bag is full of books. I need all this to learn how to be good human being and practice the Lama.
Yeah, my most dear, most precious, most kind, and wish you fulfilling. And then all the students, all the friends, all the father, mother, brothers, all the sentient beings. Yeah, then from whom I receive all the happiness from beginningless rebirth and also in the future after enlightenment, including enlightenment, sorry. And okay. What is that? Huh? That's very, yeah. So I hope all you are well yes, every day making the most precious human life. Yeah, most beneficial, meaningful. To sentient beings. And that means that is meaningful to yourself. So yeah. So yeah, whatever you can. So okay. Yeah, the general introduction to the subject is, of course, particular the yeah, well, how to make the life beneficial, meaningful, useful. Then especially to other sentient beings. So yes, that's Katore. Then Katore. If your life is happy, not waste the precious human life, not waste. Kind of, kind of the land of Wishland Jewel, you see, ocean or whatever. There's so much, and then you came there one time and didn't recognize, you went back empty hand. So not, not like that. So, you see, I'm forgetting what I'm talking now. Yeah. Anyway, so not like that. Yeah, so, cause here, I left out, just before I mentioned what I spoke last night. Of course, didn't mention the, so I was talking about, you see, about the charity making food smell to the smell eaters, chisa. You know, and those such as human beings after death, like, death in the war or blah, blah, or killed, whatever is all that, a problem there. So, born in the intermediate state, but didn't find rebirth, so the Jesus, also I mentioned the story, how the man who was in prison in Tibet, the young Tibetan man, so he just, since he left prison, then because the hunger, unbelievable hunger in the prison, so because he noticed that smell of the Chinese looking after, they working for the prisoners, so that they're making food in the kitchen. So just receiving the smell is so good for the body health. So then he said, for so long experience with that, then so many years not without break, just sleep and drink. So he can see then not just one being, but so many small eaters, many beings, how they find so beneficial this small food as it is. So charity. So I was thinking to mention some of the stories with that, but didn't get to mention. So you see, the in Sarah, ex-abbot Sarah Che Gisholwasang is one of the in the Chamanam in the Panawatika logic logician, and particularly that in all the in all the subjects, and especially the Matamika, I was on Matamika President Brahma, so expert, and from Sarah Che, so he was expert long time ago. When the Lama also entered in Kopan Monastery, he was the abbot there. He told me that he was my friend. Well, he was my friend before the abbot. So we talked many hours at night time in Sarah. At that time, Sarah wasn't physically knowledge there, but the buildings and the conditions are buildings not well developed as now. Kind of very simple and like that. So anyway, at that time we spent time with him. Many hours talking at night time until the tea finishes, and sometimes debate, and sometimes most time his life story in Tibet, prison, things like that, and so he was in prison for I don't know for a long time. After Tibet was lost or invaded by communist Chinese, so he was telling us he was angry, not angry, hungry, so hungry in prison, blah, blah, blah. So many years living in prison, but Timomo, flower dobe, very small one, three, one day, three, very small one, Timomo, very small. Then I think very light, like water, very light soup. So that's food what we have one day. So then you see, you go out. You go out of the prison, the house, and I got in the field to check the Chinese people looking after prison, the kaka, the field. Outside the prison house, the field, you see, there's all lemon. So you look the kaka. So in the kaka, there's beans. Because when they eat beans, I think they don't bite much. They swallow. So in the kaka, they go and check in the kaka like this. In the kaka, then down below, there's a lot of beans. So then they eat beans. Yeah, like that. He told me the story like that. And then, you see, one thing is how he was able to escape and able to come to India was something because Chinese let him to eat kaka. So he ate kaka. So because that, then he was able to come out or something like that. So then he was able to come to India, and was much later after his son came to India. Not that time, much later. So he educated, in the monastery, nearly I think 1,000 monks. His disciple. The many geshes were educated, very highly educated, who are now great geshes. Very learned. We have present resident teachers in the FPMT center, and then many geshes in other places, or in the Kopan Monastery, maybe in Tibet, and so many teachers were learned. Not all, but many of his students. And the President Gadanti was again to the President Gadanti was a student. So again, Losang, his name is the ex-abbot. Then was able to come to India and educate so many monks. So many become expert, learned teacher. So now they can really, in the monastery, outside India, they educated many monks, many people. in the world. You see, teaching very deep with the Dharma. Teaching very deep with the Dharma. So you see, so that's happened because he ate kaka, he means kaka, in prison and common Chinese style. That let him to eat. So that's the story. I don't mention that. So the kind of, in other words, was how much hardship had to bear to have the teaching Buddha and the sentient beings. So to educate many monks and so incarnate lamas and yes, many geshes they were learned by studying from him. So that is very hardships. Eating kaka and soft of prison, so many years in Tibet. That then Kainata, what was talking yesterday, the quotation. Yes, I mentioned it because 한개 주주 또저 심이 상대 마시나 대저 동안 쉬엄되죠. 하다 타면 지나참. So anyone 주주 또저 sublime principle Dharma, the secret of the mind. Everyone doesn't know that. Even you desire happiness or eliminate suffering, then you wander in samsara. It's without meaningless. You wander in samsara meaninglessly. So you said that. You see, the Bodhisattvas are just Bodhisattva to benefit of a sentient being. Want to suffer want to be born and held and suffer for sentient beings, or just being the suffering world, because to benefit others and suffer, to be born in the suffering world and suffer for them, for the sentient. Not that, you see, but not that, but meaninglessly, you experience suffering, how much you don't want to suffer, you don't wish to suffer, but how much great desire you have, but you have to suffer. All that, you see. How much great desire you don't want to have. We don't want a virus, called the virus. And while you desire that, you experience virus. How that? Wandering something without without purpose, without meaning, meaningless. So then I went through Kature. How West our life, with our mind. So when I went through that yesterday, as the ordinary beings see there, like me, so how we waste our life, and not only waste, but you use your life to become cause of to experience suffering for eons, particular origin, so like that. So I mentioned yesterday, so starting from morning daily life, then every action of body, spirit, mind become, non-virtue, done with only with the attachment. Yeah, that's the most with the attachment, clinging to this life. The happiness, you see. Yeah, due to not having a Dharma, not understand Dharma, then even one understand Dharma intellectually, but not practicing. Even you understand intellectually, but not practicing. So then motivations, all attachment, and all the time cling to this life, happiness, then this is nothing else. Future life and the liberty from samsara, ultimate happiness forever. Not just for pure life, no, forever. Pure happiness. Then ultimate, then peerless happiness. Total cessation of obscuration, the gross subtle, the completion of all the realization, the peerless happiness. So nothing. Then you see, you live life only with the attachment. Then with this universal thought, the kasara. Then then kasara, non-universal thought. And then kasara. All of this is that kind of thing. Then the result is some mention them. Yeah. Years. Only suffering, samsara, suffering the larger. Or you don't desire. So no choice. You create the karma, cause. So result, you have to experience the result. So until you meet Dharma or until you practice Dharma, you don't purify the cause that you create. You don't purify cause. So therefore you're not involved in solution. But Lama. So yeah. So when I was doing job, eating, walking, sitting, sleeping, doing everything, just service to your ego. The root of samsara. So I started to do everything, but I didn't yet. The root of samsara, the ignorance, ignorance holding the I real, truly existing from its heart, in the real. So that, or everything what you do is serve for that. Then the self-cherishing thought, and the attachment. Everything becomes a service. Everything what you do is becomes service for that. You are a slave. You are a slave. Your attachment is the master, so the guru, it's like, who you work for. It's who you work for and who you carry the cause of all the suffering. Then you experience all the suffering. You experience all the suffering. That This is how it has been from beginning to the birth up to now. So mainly, I think scars of ignorance, not knowing. So from beginning to the birth now. I want to go through what the great Buddha Sarvachan ever said, okay? Because I talked about how we live the life, ordinary beings, ordinary being. Well, I say ordinary beings, so is not understand Dharma, or you understand Dharma but not practicing. You see, so it's called ordinary beings. So no realization of impairments, no realization of greater part of the raw capability in general. No realization of that. No other realization of the greater part of the middle capability. And then, of course, then no realization of the greater part of the high capability, then like bodhicitta and all those things don't have. So that's why I say ordinary being. In this way, so so we'll see. Okay, so the Dagi sent devil, Dagi Jaba Dendene, Milu Taba Majuna. So you see, the Baba Shi Gawame. So, Kansa Gezi Kalden, Gawatake Majana, and Zotonga Komamba, Tendai Jijayu. So, even we see we do, what this just not just shorter to mention. So mistakes and do not know. We think we are doing the right thing. Only negative karma, cause of suffering, everything ought to be involved. We dedicate our life. Even cause life danger, like climbing. People, so many people, some people land up climbing before the virus and climb a mountain. Even the cause life danger. Wow, you can't say what you can come back. I say maybe or not. That I'm just using example. So then, well, to get happiness, you see, happiness for this life, or reputation, or wealth, or, I don't know. I don't think, of course, many years before, of course, very famous, Tenzin Sherpa, or Sir Edmund Hillary climbed the mountains, blah, blah, very, very famous. But I think that not many people in New York, there's one Sherpa man, I didn't meet, he climbed the mountains 25 times. And then who dropped me to receive lung from Teji Dongla Rinpoche in New Jersey, from New York, I forgot the name, where the Yangzhen's house, not Yangzhen's house, what's it called? Yangzhen's house, the area, New York, Manhattan.
Manhattan,
yeah. So the Sherpa who dropped a few times, I think he climbed the mountain 5 times. The explained Rinpoche and the abbot Niki Kopan Monastery abbot. The only abbot, Western abbot is only that one. His own sponsor. And then over there. So they were very surprised of him. There are many people climb 20 times or what like that. So that's, I'm using that as an example. But you see, when you die, there's nothing, no benefit. When you die, you know that. Then, I can't say everyone become non-virtual, but mostly non-virtual. Difficult to say. So the next life is resolve that suffering. So anyway, so I'm just using just an example. Something that I know and that you know. How everything, how they spend, how much money they spend for that. How much they prepare to enable the government to be able to climb mountains. And everything was what we have to spend to prepare to get everything. And then all they say, so reality explain. Even within samsara, but you see, to get a higher birth, it doesn't have result. Higher birth, the samsara happiness of the future life, it doesn't have that. Then on that Lord and so wow. So that's just an example. There are so many others. So there's so many numberless, that's just one. But that thing is the most important in their lives. So do not know do not know Dharma, abnormal Dharma, do not know Dharma, do not know Karma. So that's the thing. Okay, so Shantideva, Bodhisattva Gribba said, okay, so even you see, even we do meditation, meditation to get power, you become great teacher in the world, so many disciples, or to get power, or spiritual power, or, something that's however cling happiness of this life. There's nothing special. Nothing special, nothing special. Then people who don't meditate to come, people also who do, eating organs, not from that. I mean, who don't do meditation, totally, but no difference from the pigs, from the hens, chickens with hands, or the, even the tiny insect, their motivation, and they just only running for the happiness of this life. So only running for that, and totally busy, going up and down, look for food, constantly. So like that, everything become purely non-virtual. So no differences. If you meditate with the wrong meditation, wrong motivation, no, then doesn't allow to go Dharma, holy Dharma. No, that's holy Dharma. Even you study Dharma, or even you are studying Dharma all your life in the monastery, but with that meditation to go. Your aim is just to be very famous Lama Geshe, very famous Geshe, with so many disciples, so many good names. So everybody knows you are expert, you are learned. So that basically clinging the hair, looking up to the hair. looking at the happiness of this life, that's reputation, the power of that. You know, even you are studying Dharma, big text, philosophies, you know, Sutta in your life. If you are teaching many disciples, thousands, even you're doing that with motivation that. So, yeah, you are meditation, you are teaching Dharma, doesn't become holy Dharma, worldly Dharma. Worldly Dharma, but it doesn't become holy Dharma. So, yeah, you know, then teaching, debating, studying without moderation, then nothing become, your whole life, nothing become the Dharma. Holy Dharma, but become worldly Dharma, non-virtual. So it's as I mentioned earlier, a long time ago, I mentioned by asking the old man, you see, after 3 times I say, reading text and then meditating, then second lesson. The only thing he asked, what is Dharma? Then what is Dharma? Then Dharma give up these lives. I mentioned that I mentioned, you know, give up the attachment, killing this life. From there all the, you know, hundreds, thousands problems rising from the attachment. Oh. So when you give up that, then there's peace. Wow, unbelievable peace, happiness. That's very big in Dharma. That's very big in Dharma. You have to understand. So, yeah. So anyway, like that. So you live life studying, you know, for whole your life. I mean, many years in the monastery, but then you see, you think you are practicing Dharma, but actually you're not. Actually not. When you examine what it means, what definition of holy Dharma, worldly Dharma, then all your days, weeks, months, or years, all that. All then you see whether moderation that didn't become holy Dharma, didn't become all by worldly Dharma, none was all that. Then that's great danger. Not knowing what holy Dharma and holy Dharma definition are. So then, then people living outside, you know, I mean, live normal life, of course, more difficult to understand. So, okay, now I begin to practice. Dagi Zopa tendeni militava machuna, the Baba Sikawame. Such like this, my conduct, as I explained through everyday life, you see. Dagi Zopa tendeni, such like this, my conduct. Militava cannot receive human being. You can't receive from that. By living life like that, you can't receive even the first happiness is human rebirth. To receive again human rebirth, you see, you won't get human rebirth. Even human rebirth, first happiness. Human rebirth, the next is after death. After life this. So even this you don't get. You see? The daily life activities, what I explained. With what the motivation. Dingwabashi kanse kaza. Daya Java dindini militava machana. Dingwabashi gawame. So if you don't receive in body, then what the watch government then the action is then what is one non-virtue. Only non-virtue, you see. There is no happiness. But also can mean if you don't receive from this, the way you are living life with the motivation, you don't receive in the first happiness again to be human being. Then to practice Dharma. You see, a human being purpose to be wise. Or then so that with Dharma, so that meet Guru and receive teachings, and then you learn, you hear, you reflect, then you see gradually, then you become free from samsara. Not only that, then you become enlightened for sentient being. So that doesn't happen. And so, if you don't get human being, then only non-virtue. Only non-virtue. Government, there's no virtue. No virtue. Wow. Oh, so you can see for the animals, you see, they can't understand by explaining like human being. You see, by explaining can make to understand. You see, the way to understand into that language, if you explain. But animal, how can you make to understand? In a parrot, you see, you teach Oman the Bemo, you will repeat the words, but don't understand the meaning. If you explain the meaning, no way to understand. Because you can repeat Oman the Bemo, who doesn't mean, can understand the meaning, no. So, like that, until you become a human being, there's no way to communicate. Then when they will become human being, those insects, and the animal, when they will become human being, you won't see. Oh, I'm talking general, not everyone, but general. No, not sure. So that's then you see. On and on, but suffer. The Lord and that. Yeah, I mentioned yesterday. Once the karma is ripened, finished. Before karma is ripened, there's so much what we can do as a human being. Purification, collect merits, extra path, so much you can do. But once the karma is ripened, if you didn't get done, you don't know, didn't get, even you know, but you didn't get done the practice. Once the karma is finished, it's like I gave example, Tibetan independence. How many years it took, even though many holy beings, many millions of Tibetans are praying every day. It's always says there will be, you see, possible. I mean, truth will. That's all. Yeah, but we say how long? Taking time. You can say, like that. That's a good example. So that even small negative karma to abandon. To encourage you to small negative karma. This is so small, it doesn't matter. No, that, as I mentioned yesterday, I refer to Pema Sambhav's word. It's small, abandon as much as possible. That's the big one. Like the heavy karma. Abandon, even small. Even small virtue, must do it immediately. Must see small virtue as much as possible. Do it. You understand? But you want even you want to have happiness. Besides great virtue, I mean small virtue, the result happiness. Wow, so billions, thousands, millions, billions of people experience the result happiness. See, even some of them must do it. Even you have opportunity to collect merit. As you're human beings, even you have an opportunity to collect merit. But you didn't collect merit, you didn't practice Dharma, holy Dharma. You didn't practice holy Dharma. Then you didn't collect virtue. If you didn't collect virtue, then you are born in the lower realm. You are born in the lower realm, that's a evil gone realm, totally ignorant. Totally ignorant. That time, what you can do? That time, when you become like that, that time, what you can do? Nothing. Only create the cause suffering. Nothing. So like darkness, like that, outside, no stars, no sun, moon, dark. There's no light. Your room, total dark. No light. No wisdom. No light, no Dharma light. That's it. What do you get to that time? Just only create cause suffering and suffer. On. Then Gewataja Machina, Dibataja Nyasan. Gewataja Machina, if you didn't collect virtues, Dibataja Nyasan, then collect non-virtue, only collect that. Nyasan. Dibataja Nyasan. Kawachava, Jani, the new Diana Tominjur. Then Kawachava Giants, Paul, Katore. 10 million, 100,000 eons, 100,000 eons. So, Saya, in Tibetan. Saya. Is that called million? Is that called million? Million? 100,000 eons. Is that called million or not?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yes.
That's called million? Huh?
Yes.
So, now Chava means after that, 10 times, 10 times, 10 times, first of all, 10 times 100,000 eons is that is called million, where I just said million. So now, 10 times of that. Now, 10 times of that is called Chewa. So that's over the million. 10 times. Now 10 times of the 100,000. That was Saya. Now that Saya 10 times Saya is Chewa. So our Chewa giant. So like that. 100 years, 100 million, yeah, 100 million eons, like that. Now 100 times, like that, 100 times. How much?
10,000 million.
Huh?
10,000 million. 10,000 million. Huh? 10,000 million.
So the 10 times 100,000 eons, like that 10 times. Like that more, 10 times. The Chewa. Okay, now Chewa, like that, how many times? 100 times. Kawa Chewa giant. 100 times. Even Dharma telling the time, you don't hear voice of a human being. 100 times use the voice of human beings or devas. Yeah, you don't hear even unbelievable. That much eons you don't hear. So like that, being the Lord and don't hear to know what's in the practice Dharma. There's that. Even the voice can't hear. So stuff. That was in the mention. Okay, so okay, okay, yeah, okay, yeah. So, Kasore, yeah. So therefore, you see, as it mentioned, the Lambrim also. So therefore, you see, Kasore. So we need to practice Holy Dharma. So as Dhamma said, so see, yeah, give up, free yourself, give up this old thought. Yeah, this attachment, it will concern the attachment, the clinging, grasping the happiness this life. Oh, sorry. Didn't sorry. Yeah, so that's sorry. You sorry. To be able to practice Dharma, Holy Dharma, to give you the real happiness, to give you the real happiness, peace to you. Then you see, so we are free from all problems. All the world suffers, all the country suffers, all the society suffers, all the family suffers, all the you suffer as an individual person. Suffer, with the enemy try to harm, destroy the enemy, then you follow the friend, and the brother, like the involved in the quagmire, fall down, like elephant fall down the quagmire, can't get out, like that. Then, so you see, yeah, unbelievable peace, happiness, real happiness in life. Then, from that, then you achieve the happiness on the basis, then liberation from samsara. Then it becomes basis for that liberation from samsara, the ultimate happiness. Wow. The best of the first of all the future life happiness while you're in samsara. All future life, there's not just one life. Millions, but billions, all the happiness, best. Then liberation from samsara, the ultimate happiness. Wow. Blissful state of peace for yourself. Ultimate happiness forever. Wow. It becomes basis for that. Wow. Then it becomes basis for happiness. Wow. Total cessation, obscurity, completion, reality. You know that. So Katori. Then Katori. You see, you have to. Then, the antidote, so the nimbo, all the important impairments that. See? I remember impairments. Then remember impairments. You see, impairments that in the Katsuri. That at the beginning, that makes to follow to Dharma, holy Dharma. At the beginning, you see. Then in middle, then to actualize path, pursue the mind in virtue continuously, to actualize path. Then at the end, complete path. Then at the end, to achieve enlightenment. The meditation and permanent state. That's what it does. You have to know that. The many people you never think, something else, doctor or something. When chakra wind drops, is something. That's you don't have first holy Dharma realization. You don't have. See, you are free. You are free from the that poison, the actual Dharma, the world concern, that makes everything, all the action that you do, non-virtue. See, even meditating, even studying Dharma, as I mentioned before, all that, you see, not alone to become Dharma, holy Dharma. So see, he would all of this. So, yeah. Most important, you should not. This memory. This begin Dharma practice. Something you put down. No, not that's because very foolish. That's not. Yeah, that's okay. What is that? Okay, so okay, today we stop there. Okay. Yeah. All right. Tito the past the best of which I married to Clad by me 3 times, married to Clad by Napolis, and then Napolis Buddhas. I made the Bodhicitta with the source of all the happiness, success up to enlightenment, for oneself, for every sentence being. Made to be generated with the heart in the heart, all the, yeah. In the heart of all the sentiments, yeah, especially the Kaswara in the heart room. Yes, this world, especially the heart of the sentiments in Nepal, especially the people who came to Kopan Monastery, the Nanda Kachuka Chilling, and then all the people who came beginning now will come in the future, then all the branches of the center, So they had this especially all that because the monks and all the monks and all the nuns and so start from that. So okay, so okay, that much and Chandu Sanjo Rinpoche Maje Bana Dejuti Java Nyamba Meba Ye Gone Gundu Beva So out of emptiness of them. Konde Rangsi Adun Dama Meba Dan Junde Dende Lua Meba Pinza Game Troso Jawai Lodra Gonde Dawara Jinjiro. Yeah, they can yeah, we pray there. So, yeah, I'm not so I already explained quite a few times. So that's recite prayer for the all the sentient beings who are sick. Then particularly the virus. Okay. We pray for them. Yeah. Due to all the past best ways of marriage, collected by me 3 times married, collected by numberless, 3 times married, collected by numberless Buddhas. Okay. Dedicated. Sentient neba tinya banyoto nele tajuji. Then those whom you want to pray, specific person that you want to pray, somebody was dying, somebody is, you can include in this. Remember this. Include this. If you know the people are friends or something, yeah. So dying and some of the virus or whatever it is, okay. Then all the virus people, that's it. Semje neba tinya banyodo nele tajuji. Den enamama le ba takto jongwa mebarai sho. Semje neba tinya banyodo nele tajuji. Den enamama le ba takto jongwa mebarai sho. Then the general who died, that particular who died of virus. Yeah, that's it. Oh, God, I don't know. How many thousands of that in the United States, in the world? United States.
Today?
No, not today. Altogether, United States.
53,000? That's more like
Ah?
yesterday.
What do you say?
I said 53,000, and it was 52.
Today? Today?
No, in all United States. All.
No, more than that. United, then whole world?
54,000 in the US.
54,000.
In the United States.
Yeah.
54,000 in the United States. World?
204,000.
240,000. 40,004 died in the world. Okay. So, all those, particular those, yeah, practice. Did all that past, present, future, marriage, called by marriage, called by numberless means and numberless Buddhas. Okay. Jewa kundu yangda lama tang dame chuji ebal long je jing satan lam je yande razon doje change gawa nyodo sho jewa kundu yangda lama tang dame chuji ebal long je jing Sada lamji yante razo nindoje change kawa nyedo cho jewa kundu yangda lama dame chuji bala longje jing sada lamji yante razo doje change kawa nyedo cho did all this merit and may they be born in the Pure Land where they can become enlightened. Or it is a perfect rebirth with mind teaching and with perfectly qualified mind guru revealing the unmistakable path to enlightenment. And by pleasing most holy mind of the virtual friend, may they achieve enlightenment as quick as possible. Okay, yeah. Then the no, this jewel garland, the Nagarjuna's teaching, okay? All right. I have something to clarify. Sada chudang medanglu, medangga me shinchiru, dato samja tamji raga me jechiro, so, or saying, you have the English? Everybody has English? Huh? You have? Yeah, you have? Huh?
Yes.
So the, yeah, what it says, maybe enjoy to use by sentiment. Then completely free. Why would they want that? Without an objection, resistance. They're like, water, earth, and water, so matter, fire, wind, medicine is okay. Then conversing, I said firewood in the monastery, but my lady, the Pemba, in Hong Kong, director of the Hong Kong Center, the Earth Residency, of the FPMT Center, then who does the external money, all the extra things, extra. So So he, because I feel shy of the, because I'm it's a fight with him. It's like there was no kind of waste to do, so kind of older burning. So that's how I thought firewood. But he said, the fire in the isolated place, Peta, Gomba, Peta, the isolated place, the forest. So somebody, even somebody burned the forest, you see, like that is some sentient being. So whatever enjoyment they want, without any rejection, so they can enjoy, they can do. So like that, sentient beings, you're used by sentient being for their happiness, however they want. No objection. Oh, so that. So Gomba, so that's the isolation Catholic place. So why it's also monastery called Gomba, because you see, the place to practice 3 high trainings to be free from samsara, basically. Of course, with the Buddha to achieve enlightenment, but the high training of wisdom, then that depends on high training of wounded meditation, samatha. Then that depends on the high training of the morality. So therefore, you need isolated place, where you can provide the condition to practice morality. So in the cities, or there's no isolation, then it's difficult to keep the vows, difficult to keep the precepts. So that therefore need to go away from the cities, something away from the mess, from the public, away, quiet, to be quiet. Is isolated. So the condition the support up, have the morality, Gomba. So it's important, so important. Then you can do the meditation, shine comment, then your wisdom, hatching the wisdom then, highest thing, you see. You can do that, you can generate that. Oh, that's so, yeah. So, he corrected, you see. So I think that one isolated the forest like that with you get burn, some sentiment enjoy the drink that makes more sense, I think. Then there's more, but by the way, there's more clarification. So before he sent that, I saw the commentary. Not the whole commentary. Yes, I saw not all read, but that, so, Tatik. So, there it says, some general social pang, so there it says, contains, hold the hold precious. That's the sentence. So the commentary says that you see, you become the virtual friend to the sentient beings, and the sentient being hold you precious. Why? Because you see, then the sentient being to be free from external path, to be free from, that allows to external path, to be free from samsara oceans or samsara suffering has to come from that. Then of course, to complete the path to enlightenment, it's like bodhicitta in the complete exercise the mind, the path to achieve enlightenment. All that, or it comes from that. They regarding you, cherishing you. You become their birthday friend, guru. So they regard you, they hold you most precious, or they cherish you, see? So, then they get all these benefits. So you have to understand, that's what the commentary contained. Then the next one, I said, Dagle, that Chapang shows. You see, I got this prayer, his own Lama gave in Debung after the Pandalama initiation. So, so they printed some prayers of emptiness, some subjects of emptiness, and this one first. So there it says, Dagle. You see, in the commentary, root text in the commentary is Dagla. And so what I received from it is Dagle. So that's why I've been saying. So that one, so there was one equalize one's others. So the body is the practice. So before action one's others. So as you hold it so precious yourself, then you hold everything that was so precious. Oh, see, that equalizes oneself. Then change oneself into other sort. You see, that cherishing others most. And then yourself, how yourself, as I said, all the sufferings, past, present, everything, obstacles, everything under came from I. Change. So then, every single happiness, liberation, sometimes, even the enlightenment, all come from others. Every sentence from others, it means from every sentence you receive. Therefore, then cherish most. Let go, I cherish most sentiments. That, see, so I was doing like that. I asked Geshe-la what type of water. Yes, then he didn't say that as commentary, but he kept, we followed the words according to that, but what I got from his one is Dale. So, got that one. See? So anyway, in the commentary, then you see, the second one then says, then you cherish sentiments. You hold up most precious as the sentiment. I think the second one says, explain the second one. This is the next verse, meaning, it has that meaning. Then next one it says, then it changes one to others, then Donglin. You see, it's like that in the commentary. So you are, so I think that what I follow what his owner said, okay? Dagle, that Japan shows. So Buddhist meditation equalizes one's for others. That's why you cherish your so much, then you cherish all others. That's equalizing. Then next one, then you cherish only others. That's good. Abandon I, renounce I, only cherish others. That is it. Then you can say, then Donglin comes out. Dwaytung Dalamin, may the sentiment suffering be rapid on me. all the sufferings have been wrapping on all the sufferings hunger gods are wrapping, all the sufferings animals were wrapping, all the sufferings of human beings wrapping, all the sufferings of Sura Asura wrapping. Only do I self-cherishing thought, totally eliminated. So with now with the conversion, now the love with the long handness and the 동안 다음에 다게말로 되면서 every single happiness of myself be happened on him. So that means, you see, the orchestra the suffering is but now here, every single happiness and all the virtue completely happened to numberless helpings, numberless pretappings. Numberless category animal beings. Numberless of the human beings. Numberless Asura beings. Numberless Asura beings. So all those, particular suffering barriers, so all those, then keep all the virtue, all the happiness there. Then totally recovered, healed. Then all those who died from that and they received them. Who are still samsara, so they all, yeah. Enlightened. Then it's in the commentary it says even sentient beings, even there's one sentient being in the samsara, you see, suffering, even there's one sentient being, then even I achieved enlightenment, but about in the samsara to help them, to help that sentiment, even one sentiment. This is the inspiration of the Bodhicitta. Bodhisattva, sorry. 지세 semjenga cheja hangdo macho teseto. Hangdo macho until they became like pure samsara. Hangdo macho teseto chanchu toje nejuji. Okay, all right. There's the benefits of that. There's unbelievable benefits even to recite. So this maybe not mentioned today. Okay, so maybe I mention tomorrow.
Rinpoche, 공대 공두 배워라 쇼 공대 공두 배워라 쇼 야와 양파 배파 동 공대 거로의 시간에天堂 대화만을 주인해 장지 시와 대신 각도이 함께 신대 보도 깽규칙 너무 없어요 대신 너무 예동들 온기서 보너머이